when this all started?
1560.
Before that. Even older. 10 BC.
The first year ever.
Okay, I don't know the exact year, but it was thousands of years ago. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is give you guys a couple of different cards. I'll need 6 volunteers. All right. There you go.
Are we supposed to put this in order or something?
Sorry.
I think it's supposed to go in order.
So, your challenge now is for the people with the cards to get in chronological order. So, yeah, you think you're first?
I am Glacier. Jonas says.
Climate once glaciers begin to melt.
Glacial lake.
You go after.
21,000 years ago. Stop it. I'm sorry. 21,000 years ago, most of present-day New York is covered in scientists call this sheet of ice and glacier.
Alright, so why don't you come right up over there, and then we'll kind of line up.
Hello.
Hello.
So does anybody think they have the follow-up to the 21,000 years ago?
Christian.
Chris.
Chris, look at me. Oh, keep it on.
I think that is, yeah, the next step.
If I get kicked off my butt.
This is after Kobe.
I'm editing that out.
I'm disappointed in Kyle.
Sand is fun, right?
Get a random call.
Plants grow in the sand and cover the
Yeah, I did good.
Yeah, you guys did awesome. So yeah, that's kind of the
Chris.
whole timeline here.
Just do what Christian's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everyone has sweatshirts?
Yes, I
I
am.
refuse to allow you to be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My camera
Wait, look at me.
There
Look at me.
Technologically illiterate. That's what I am. Alright, here. Wait, it's coming.
Wait, hold on. You're going to have to speak so I know where to look.
Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kobe, thank you. Kobe. Alright.
Kobe, you're so smart.
Alright, so if we were here 20,000 years ago, it would be the Ice Age. It would be quite a struggle to survive. And if we were literally standing right here, we would be under a mile-high sheet of ice. So yeah, even harder. So that was the glaciers that covered this area. When the climate began to warm over time, naturally the ice melted. And where do you think all the water went? We have the next step, so there was Glacial Lake Albany. Where else do you think the water flowed? Yeah. Hudson River into the ocean? Yeah, exactly. So carving out like the huge canyon in some spots that the Hudson River is and into the ocean. And leaving behind all the stuff that was at the bottom of that lake. The fine sand that had been crushed over time. That's why it's so fine, because like over time, by the huge mile-high sheet of ice and all the rocks, it was grinding it finer and finer. Oh, here come some people. That's why you guys are moving. Good morning. Good morning. So that fine sand was sitting here for a couple thousand years, blowing around, forming the dunes, and then, last but not least, the vegetation grew in. And we're kind of left with what we have today. So the Pine Barrens ecosystem that we're protecting. Right now we're standing in a little bit more of like a mixed Barrens forest area, so other species have come in and grown. So over time it changes based on like human activity and all sorts of different effects.
So how many acres are protected now?
There's 3,300 acres.
And how big did it used to be?
It was much bigger.
20 some odd thousand or something?
Yeah, that sounds right. Like up north, out farther west, and more south too. So kind of in all directions bigger. Yeah. All right, so I'll collect these cards.
Now I just started.
Bye.